This is the end where all the poops come out, i.e. the volcano or the castings. And so the worm is in a line between the swimming pool and the volcano. Whoa, it's big around on my thumb. YouTubers. Hey, YouTubers. It's January 17th. We're going down on the beach, which is right out here, Cobscook. We're gonna dig up some worms. Got my Gulf of Maine pail there, oops, ready to go. And my handmade digger. We're gonna dig a variety of marine worms, some annelid worms, segmented worms. We're gonna try and get 5, 6, maybe 7 different species. But we're a little early. The tide's only mid-tide and it's on its way out. But we will chase the ebb out, get down to the soupy mud and see what we can find. Getting the idea. Okay, we're down on the beach and it's only mid-tide, so we're not really in the worm country, but if you look straight down there, we just found a baby lugworm burrow, and this is one end of the burrow, and that's where its castings or its poops come out. And then over here, see this little area with the water? That worm is, we call this the swimming pool, which I think I've talked about in another video. And then we call this over here the volcano. And so the worm is in a line between the swimming pool and the volcano. So I'll show you how to dig a lugworm. All right, so we got the volcano here with the worm poops or its castings, and we've got the swimming pool that fills with water when the tide goes out and allows the worm to still get oxygen, even though it's going to be low tide for several hours. So what we're going to do is dig a trench right in here, get that sediment out of the way. And once you get that, you reach on the other side of the volcano and the swimming pool. You really wiggle the digger all the way down. And I'm gonna flip this back and break the sediment over it. And there it is.
Nothing.
No, we got him right here. Little tiny lugworm. All right, there's its tail. Here's its head. Let's get a little water on it and we'll rinse it off. So look, right down here in the water, here's a larger lugworm volcano and the little burrow. So let's drip a little water on there. Come on, little worm. There it goes. See him? I'm gonna grab him. We'll rinse him off. First, little lugworm. Kind of matches my gloves. Let's pop them in the water. Here. Ready? You can see them better. Tide's going out, so it's... There it is. They tend to be that orange color when they're young. And as they get older, they turn into more of a charcoaly black color. All right, so there's one. Just look at how many lugworms are here. Here's one between the volcano and the pool there. There's another one here. Where's another one here? Here's another one right there. Look at this large one right by this rock. You can tell the size of the worm by the diameter of the castings or the poop. And so this one is between there, and that's the swimming pool. Let's try and dig that one where it's larger. Flip it over. Oh, there it is. See it? He's like, hey, getting bright out here. Look at it move. Let's see if we touch it and see what that does. Like a turtle. He's turtling on us. You gotta be careful, because if you don't drive your fork down in deep enough, you'll cut him. Oh, there's the other end. Oh, that's a big one. Here's the other end of it. Right here. There it is. There it is. Wow. That is a big one. Whoa, it's big around on my thumb. The size of that thing. Let's wash it off. Here.
Ready.
Put it in the water. Let it go. Here it is.
These guys burrow fast?
No, they're very slow. The slowest worm. Look at that thing. We just had an academic, a guy from, I don't know, University of Illinois or somewhere out in the Midwest, who wants to buy 1,000 of these lugworms. No, that's a lot of work. So the lugworm lives in a U-shaped burrow. So if we put them into a U shape, this is the end where all the poops come out, i.e. the volcano or the castings. And what's interesting about the tail of this worm is it can break off, similar to how things like lizards, their tail will break off, and when a predator's trying to grab them, then this end is the end where it's feeding. So this end is typically at the end of the swimming pool, if you will. So you got the swimming pool is the fat end, and the volcano is the skinny sacrificial end. And then these little red bumps on here are actually gills. So imagine those are the little respiratory structures that are allowing the worm to absorb oxygen and get rid of CO2. So, quite a unique design. Next one, we're looking for some sandworms and then some scale worms. Well, we kind of got snowed out, and also the tide was not low enough for us to get down to the good worm country. I have to tune in another time. You subscribe to the channel, share it with your buds, like it, all that good stuff. I'll be back after the snowstorm.